Welcome, 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 collectives. My name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen Channel. I want to thank you so much for being here for yet another download and another reading. No matter what time of day it is that you found this video, I am super grateful that you are here. I want to take a moment to give a shout out to all of the subscribers, new, and those who've been with the channel since the very start. We are a new channel here at Ora-gen Channel, but definitely appreciate the support from the subscribers and those who are visiting the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I appreciate all of your likes and shares. Okay, guys, let's get into the download for today. So today's download is actually on the topic of, hey, did we timeline jump somewhere? And this is a question that's been coming up in a lot of different forms from a lot of different people that I have been speaking with. Maybe this is something you've thought about yourself, or maybe this is something that someone has said to you as well. The reason why this question has been coming up, at least for me, in speaking with others and also in downloads, is because there are so many things happening in our timeline all at once. And this is not to say that at other points in my experience here, I haven't noticed that there were time periods that just had a lot happening energetically, cosmically, things happening in our world, like world events. It's just that everything that is happening presently just kind of seems like somebody took a whole bucket of stuff and just kind of dumped it all out, all at the same time. So I think one of the reasons why, and this is just my personal opinion, these energies are really, really surfacing at this time of like this question, what's happening in our world? What's happening in our experience? We have more studies, more research into quantum physics and understanding of time and understanding of different aspects associated with, I'm forgetting my thought. It's interesting. Hold on, guys. Different dimensional aspects or ways of looking at time, space, and dimension. That has also been a thing that has been happening, which might be resonating with those of you who have picked up on this energy as well. You may have been noticing that you'll be in the middle of a process and just kind of blank. Like you can't remember the words, you can't remember the process, you just blank out. So there's a lot happening at this time, and it can feel a little overwhelming. But one of the areas that I'm really tapping into with this reading today is, with so many things going on, it almost feels legit like somebody dumped a bucket of stuff into our cosmos, which to me looks like a bunch of timelines crossing or intersecting. So some of the headlines that are coming across my virtual desk right now, there's one from the Scientific American article, magazine, online, excuse me. And this one talks about the evidence of negative time found in quantum physics. Also, there was another article at space.com that was talking about the Ring of Fire, and that was the annular solar eclipse on October 2nd. There was another article on theguardian.com talking about a comet that was last seen in the Stone Age that will make its closest approach to Earth. And we have a bunch of comets coming close to Earth right now, at least what I'm reading online. And then we also have the more recent news about the second moon, or the asteroid that got pulled into the gravitational pull of the Earth and is rotating with us and is looking like a second moon. Evidently, you can't see this, at least what they're saying, with your eyes or with a standard telescope. You have to use a high-powered telescope in order to be able to see it. So, oh yes, and then the last one was the Michigan Sky Watchers, the rare comet and the Northern Lights. And that was for people who live here in the state of Michigan. So just a lot. And all of these articles go back to I don't know, maybe October 1st. So we're talking about within 2 weeks. And that's just been the energy lately. It's just like a lot of things coming back to back. This is why it feels like there's an intersection or a crossing of timelines. There's just a lot happening. So that brings us to the question, did we jump timelines? Are we transitioning into a new timeline? Is this even about timelines? All of the things that we see happening right now. So I thought I would pull some cards on the energy. Definitely for many people who maybe have a religious background and have a belief that there are certain things that we might see that would signal a transition out of one way of doing things and into another. That could be in the backdrop. I also believe that when there's a lot of energy behind certain thoughts, those types of things become more present in our reality because we are manifestors. Whatever we are focusing on energetically tends to be what we draw into our reality. So there's a lot going on here with what people are thinking about and creating and how that's affecting our world. And then there's also different cosmic occurrences that are happening right now in rapid succession that have an effect on our experience as well. So today we're going to pull some cards and just really look into this energy to see what's going on with the timelines and why we're seeing so much happening. So we'll see what Spirit has to say about that. But definitely, if you guys have questions about today's reading or comments, maybe your own experiences, feel free to post those in the chat or the discussion below the video. I'd love to hear more about your thoughts on this. You can also feel free to email me. My email is listed in the description box, and I'm happy to talk with you via email or to schedule a reading for you. And that's another option that you have as well. Okay, guys, so we're going to go on ahead and pull some cards on this energy. Okay, guys, let's get into the card pulling portion here of the video. So I am not home. As you can see, this is not my usual setup, so I apologize if it's harder to see the cards, but I definitely want to get this reading out here, so I want to go on ahead and complete the pull for the reading. So once again, we are speaking about the topic of timeline shift, all of the current energies, cosmic anomalies, things that are happening in this timeline presently, and how this is affecting others who are working with their gifts, abilities, working on personal goals, awakening, whatever aspect of your soul path you are engaging with at this time, however you label that. And I just wanted to pull some general information on how the things that we are seeing presently in this timeline are affecting others, and or how this might be related to the topic of a timeline shift. Like there are many lines converging at this time, and that having something to do with why there is so much energy surfacing at this time. Okay, so I'm just going to spray the area here with my my handmade herbal spray, and just so we can kind of clear the space. I have definitely pre-shuffled the decks and cleared the energy for the decks and for the space. So we're just going to go on ahead and pull some general information. We're going to pull from the Pink Tarot, the role, and the character oracle, okay? So let's start with the Pink Tarot. I'm going to try to hold the cards up in a way where you guys can see those clearly, even if you can't see them too good when you're laying down. Hopefully you can. Okay, Spirit. Information on the timeline shift, please. I'm just going to split the deck here. Information on the timeline shift, please. Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. This energy's been coming up a lot. This one's talking about fruits of labor, rewards, luxury, self-sufficiency, financial independence. A lot of the collectives and those who have been doing the work of moving towards their soul path or maybe awakening, they're seeing amazing positive results. And that doesn't mean everything in one's life is in perfect order or perfect condition. What it means is you are starting to see physical progress in the 3D in relation to the work you've been doing. And I could definitely see why this would be our first card popping out here in relation to like the converging of timelines and all of the amazing things that are happening right now in time and space, in the cosmos, however you want to look at it. It's an indicator of massive change. And so this is such a fitting opening card because many of the collectives are experiencing massive change in the areas that they have been focused on manifesting, and they're really starting to see physical results there. That is a great opening card. Spirit, let me grab the other half here. Other messages on the timeline shift, converging timelines, how this is affecting the collectives. Anything we need to know about this topic today. Page of Wands in reverse. Lack of direction, procrastination, creating conflict, self-limiting beliefs. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting a similar energy from one that I picked up in another previous reading. It might have been the one just before this about the one on agents of chaos and chaotic energies. Definitely, if there's a converging of timelines, it's totally realistic that things could feel a little chaotic, a lot chaotic right now. And I don't mean just on the world scene, I mean inside of your personal life, whomever is resonating with this aspect of the message. There are energies that have a lack of direction. They're not focused in the same way that you are. And some of these energies might even want to cause you to feel the same way because that's how they feel, or because they don't want to risk losing you to the path that you're on. That's that same energy coming up, that they're not directed, they're not focused, They've been procrastinating. They have not been doing the work. And so these energies are all kind of like crashing into each other at this time due to this major upgrade and shift that's happening in our planet for those that it is meant for. And by meant, I mean, these are the ones that were meant to awaken at the time that they did and to do the work they're doing. That is why they're having the results. These energies over here believe that that's just, luck, good fortune. There might be some jealousy about the fact that some things are working out for you. Even if you're a person that doesn't have like a ton of financial resources at this time, really putting an emphasis on at this time, that 9 of Pentacles could represent just physical representation of things working out for you. And others who haven't done that work are looking at this like, wow, you're having such great results over there. You must be really lucky. No, this person has been doing the work. This person has not. So I think Spirit is also showing there's a converging, like energies crashing into each other too that have to do with the duality of individuals who've been doing the work versus individuals who have not, for a plethora of reasons. This could be a person who's just not ready to step on their path yet. Maybe this lifetime they're just not going to be doing the work. I don't know. This could be close friends, family members, associates, people who know you. This could also be people who don't know you, who maybe see the work that you're doing as a threat to, the order that they want to keep in this experience. They would like to see things a certain way, and your whole way of being is a narrative that they don't agree with. And so there's some conflicting energies. But that's been coming up strong lately. Any other messages here to help us to have more clarity? Maybe we could get one more. What is this? Yeah. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, so we have the 8 of Wands. This one is in reverse. Delays, frustration, holding off, waiting, panic, slow down. That's these energies right here. Also pick up too, really strong in the energy that due to all of the things that's happening in our timeline, a lot of people are in a state of panic. They're holding off on things. They're frustrated about things. Everything is happening out of their ego instead of out of connecting with higher self or looking at ways to move through the challenges. So they end up, and that's why this card followed the Page of Wands, they end up in this energy instead of this energy. You know that thought how when, there are a lot of things happening economically, it's advisable during that time period to purchase, items that you need and stock up, because typically things might be a little more affordable and there might be more available because less people are purchasing them. That's not how these energies work here. These energies are like, there's so much going on. I'm shut down. I need to hold back. I'm afraid. I'm fearful. They're operating out of that fear-based energy. This is another conflicting energy that is crashing in to these more higher vibrational energies at this time. Because of that energy they're in, they're not making progress. Like you, whomever resonates with this aspect of the message, they're stuck in place. In this sense, the wands look like a gate holding them back. Instead of a tool to be utilized to help move yourself forward, it's something holding individuals who are in that energy back. They are not making progress at this time. But unfortunately, that is a conflicting energy. So if you have a lot of energies like this around you at this time, you might be feeling, that polarity or that conflict each time that you deal with individuals like this. Could be comments that they make, could be behavioral patterns they engage in around you, could be that they're negative whenever you speak about goals. That's another thing that's coming through strong here. For those of you who are working on special projects or goals that have to do with your soul path, you're being encouraged not to speak about those with people unless it is a person that is working with you on these things, is in alignment with your energy on these types of projects. If it is not that person, you're being encouraged not to speak about it because there's a lot of energy here that's conflicting. These energies are not in alignment with what you're doing. As a matter of fact, they're very fear-based energies. So you're more likely to have negative, disparaging responses that don't help you to move forward. As a matter of fact, they're meant to put you in a position where you will be stuck like they are. Any more messages for the collective on this polarity? Timeline shifts? It doesn't look like it. I think I need to move on to the next deck. I just needed a 3 there. Nope. Let's check this part here. See if there's any other messages, Spirit, for the collective on this. This looks like where the collective, this is where the collective needs to focus right now in relation to the timeline shift. It has to do with the way these energies that are so strong presently are affecting people's thoughts, behaviors, belief systems, and then the resulting effects that we see in our world. That's what it looks like Spirit is really focusing in on. Let's go ahead and get the role, and then we're going to get the character. Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know the reading was going to go that way. You never know when you start with a topic and then you start pulling cards. You never know exactly how that reading is going to go. You don't know until you know. Very interesting. Spirit, what do we have here for the collective messages? Let's start with the 9 of Pentacles here. Any messages related to, success, projects, things the collective is working on? Yes, here we go. You all have an ally. Once again, anytime I see a staff or a sword, it's giving me Archangel Michael. Okay. A lot of you who resonate with this message might even work with Archangel Michael. I most certainly do. Very, very powerful ally. So you all have allies in the spirit. You have support. You also have partnerships and unity and mutual aid coming to you that is in alignment with the energies you're working with, that will be able to help you through this transitional period. And it is a time period. It's not going to feel like this forever. What do I mean by that? Well, there's always polarity. There's always opposite energies. That's part of the existence here. But they won't be so strong, and so they won't be able to create the level of issues that they have. As a matter of fact, a lot of you are being encouraged to release individuals that have some of these energies that are around you because they are not in alignment with where you are going. Because this is just the beginning of it. We're going to see in the next, I believe, 5 to 6 years, some really powerful, helpful people from the collectives in positions that they can assist many. That is my belief. And you can definitely put your thoughts down in the description box, how you feel about that. But you are being sent allies, supports, partnerships, people to assist you with this work that you will be doing. And by work, I mean your soul path that you love and connect with, that has to do with your purpose here, being able to engage with that fully without hindrance and blockage from these energies. Let's go on ahead and get the Page of Wands energy. What's going on with the Page of Wands in reverse? Oh, yeah. See, this might be some past life stuff. Time traveler. Look at that. Temporal, future, past, time machine. This might be some of these people, and this is coming up in a lot of the readings I'm seeing here recently, like ones that I watch and readings that I do as well. There's a lot of like past person energy, and by past person I mean energies that you have incarnated here with before, and these energies are here doing the same crap they always do when you incarnate with them. The sad thing is, you know, when energies come back in a different form, it's an opportunity to improve, work on something, shift, change. Whatever the case, there's something coming up in your energy, whomever resonates with this message, about somebody that is a past life person who maybe you had issues with them in another incarnation, that energy is here present again at this time, and may have something to do with an energy, a person, a place, a thing around you that wants to inhibit you, trap you, slow you down, create issues for you. They want to put the wheel in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, shadow. And this one is for the Eight of Wands in reverse. Speaking about delays and frustration, holding off and waiting. So it's a couple things I'm picking up here. I don't know if you noticed this. Look at the time traveler and look at the shadow. They both look like shadowy figures. So something coming through really strong here, guys. For some of you, you don't know exactly which direction this energy that you're conflicting or crashing with, you don't know exactly which direction it's coming from. That's what I'm picking up. Let me turn these this way so you guys can see a little bit better, because it looks like the way the camera's situated, we need to turn the table here a bit. Hopefully you can see that a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, maybe like this. It's like a shadowy person. It's like an unknown person, or a person that you would not think would be sending this energy at you. That's what I'm picking up. Let me see if I can move the camera back a little bit. There we go. Just so you can see the cards a little bit better. So definitely please know that you have an ally, you have support coming. So if there's somebody sending energy at you, or there's some issue here with a person that is close to your energy or in your energy, and you're not able to figure this out, because this has been coming up in a lot of readings, you do have support. You have an ally either present or coming in that's going to help you with being able to understand who these energies are, or who this energy is. This could be a person, place, or thing. I'm picking up strongly, it has to do with potential close associates, companions, family members that you would not assume would ever be kind of like throwing rocks and hiding their hands. You just wouldn't think that. But this is why they're kind of coming through as a vague shadow person without physical details or descriptive details. You're not sure who they are, whomever resonates with this. I'm also picking up too, there's something here with the delays having to do with shadow work. And I talk about that quite a bit on my channel, the importance of understanding, learning, and growing in all aspects of self. So it's not just about working with your light side. It's also about working with the aspects of self that are not commonly seen by others, and maybe ones that are a little more challenging, or like your moon side. Confirmation. Throat chakra. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, this all has to do with your growth. This is why these energies are resistive. I honestly can't stand these energies, because anytime I put them on blast or talk about them, it's immediately the throat chakra. So what that says to me is it's a confirmation that you getting these reminders via your spirit team and others who are sharing these messages with you is not desirable, because it helps you to continue to move in that direction of growth, exponential growth in a short amount of time, really. That's going to move the collectives into positions and into ways of being that could change the way things are in this timeline. There are some energies that are just really unhappy about that. We don't care. But the point is that it's important that you're doing the work universally. It has to be all aspects of self. So shadow work, more esoteric, the more mysterious sides of self, understanding all those aspects of your gifts, being open to understanding that, and then also, doing your light work as well. So being balanced in the energy will help you to stop delays, things that keep things from moving forward, doing all of that work. And please be careful about these energies around you that keep popping up, or they're never really out of your energy. There's something going on here. There's somebody or some situation that you are not fully aware of that's in your energy that has been trying to create blockages for you. But you do have an ally. You do have support here to help you with this. Like your spirit team sees that you're not seeing this, and they're sending some aid to assist. Any other messages here? Your spirit team says they're sending an envoy. That just popped out. Yeah, ambassadors, delegation. This is definitely giving me spirit team. You could also end up working with 3 people or with a group of people, or you might presently be working with a group of people who are assisting you to move towards your goals. But Spirit said, we're sending you a whole group of support here to make sure that you move through this part of the journey. That's powerful. I'm just going to set the envoy here because we love that energy. Wow. Any other messages? I think I need to move to the next deck. Let's see. Yeah, no, that's it for the roll. Wow. So you guys have a really... So part of what we're seeing in our timeline with all of the changes and shifts and all of that really powerful energy coming through, this is an indicator of a timeline change where we're going to be seeing confirmation. We're going to be seeing our world move in a different direction. And by our world, I do mean Mother Gaia, planet Earth, the people that live in it. Everybody will be able to feel the effects of this change that is coming, one way or the other, okay? And so those individuals that are meant to step into positions to help with this work are being given the tools, the resources, and support that's needed, so that way we can experience this very great change. We're being sent support through our spirit team. We're tapping into our higher selves. We're being sent support by the universe, by source. And we're being connected with those who can assist us with this work. So there's nothing to worry about here, but this is why you're seeing these energies crashing, is because these other energies can tell that a shift is coming too. And they may be operating more out of a fear-based energy. So for them, this isn't a great situation. They're not happy about it. Let's put it that way. Okay. So that's why you're getting resistance from these energies. Just take a deep breath and keep it moving. They can't do anything to stop anything. You just have to remain Remain focused and keep your vibration up. That is the best thing you could do right now. It's just a time period. It's just a transition. A little shuffle. We're going to go into the character. So we're going to see what characters are involved in this situation here. Okay. Spirit, let's see. What characters are involved here? Let's go with the first one, the ally. What's the character for the ally, Spirit? Yeah, it looks like you guys have some characters that have to do with deceit or betrayal around you as well. That's not your ally, but you may have somebody around you. What that tells me, yeah, swindler came up. There's some deception going on. Is somebody you're thinking is an ally and they're not. For those of you who resonate, take this energy as it resonates. And once again, this is not to create an energy of paranoia or fear. If that is what you're feeling, more than likely, this is not your message. This will serve as confirmation for those who kind of been having a feeling that like somebody may not be as down for them as they say. You all need to be careful about that, because this is this energy here, the shadowy person. This is why you're getting some support from your spirit team, so you can discern what's happening here, because this person is not leaving your energy. I don't even know if you're dealing with this person, because some people, this is a past person. This is an energy like a, I'm hearing arch nemesis. This is like somebody that you, it's interesting. Somebody might be an athlete, a journalist, or a butcher. Take the energy as it resonates. Somebody might be an athlete, a journalist, or a butcher, either yourself or maybe this energy that is in your energy. But it's definitely somebody not telling you the truth about how they feel about you. Journalist just popped twice. That's a confirmation. Somebody, I think Spirit is saying, you know, somebody, it's also too, you could be somebody who's like a journalist. Maybe you have a YouTube channel or a social media channel, and you are sharing information and exposing, speaking about truths, and there's somebody close to you that claims to be supportive of what you're doing that they're not. Or there's somebody you don't even know that's like a past energy that's incarnated here again, but they're also have a channel or, you know, do some sort of sharing of information like a journalist. You know, today's journalist is in social media more so than it is on the news. Nobody believes the news anymore. So they don't really care that much. People tune into social media way more. So if you are a person that has a very big presence on social media, and this other energy does, and they're looking at your channel and what you're doing and trying to stop what you're doing, or, you know, copycat energy or something like that, destiny swapping energy, or trying to utilize the material that you're sharing. You know, this could also be why this energy is coming up as a shadow person. You may not even know them. You may not have even known someone like this was looking at your channel. This came up in another reading. This keeps coming up. Somebody out here in the collective is going to be, or is currently, you know, at the forefront on social media, or has a lot of followers, or a lot of people really listen to them. And somebody is not happy about that. That has come up before. Yeah, under time traveler, we have repairman. Repair, restore, restart, renovate. Something that needs repair. Could be that there's a person, a past person, that wants to try to come back and repair something. But if they're in this energy, this shadow energy here, and they're a swindler type situation where they're not revealing you know, who they truly are, I would not recommend engaging with them. That's part of the issue here, is you don't know potentially how harmful the person is or is trying to be. So that might be part of the issue. But if you notice somebody returning that you don't really deal with, you don't really know why you stop dealing with them, but you don't really have, you know, you look at how you're feeling around them, the energy. You don't really have a desire to deal with them for some reason. And they're really wanting to get close again, repair, restart something, to make something new again. And you really don't have an energy to do that with them. Don't. There might be a reason why. That's interesting. And that's giving me some of that past, you know, past person energy or past life energy. Could also be that whomever is doing, if you don't know this person or these energies, whoever is trying to be resistive is actually, they might try to approach you and explain themselves, or approach you and give you information to try to repair the energy connection with you. Maybe you've cut them out of your energy and they're trying to find a way to get into your energy. Because like a repairman, right? They come after you call for service, they knock on your door, and then you have to let them in your home. So you're being encouraged here too to be careful about who you let in your home and who you let into your energetic space. Your home being your energetic space. Also be careful about who you let in your physical space, please, guys. There's something weird in this energy. Something trying to disguise itself. Yeah, madman. Yep. Somebody works with animal spirits and considers himself to be a spiritual leader. Somebody is part of a group or an organization or a gang. I'm getting here that there's somebody that is not emotionally or you know, maybe emotionally or mental, their mental health is not good. They work with animal spirits, or they're like considered a spiritual leader by whatever group they engage with. And this is the group indicator because they work with a group, even though I know we see the word gang here, but it's basically indicating a group or an organization that is either powerful or influential in some way. So this person sending these energies at you, or this energy might be associated with something like this. That's also an indicator too that on our timeline, we're going to see a shift with organizations and groups like this that have been influencing like the way things have been going, not being able to do that any longer. There's going to be a shift or a change there. And so definitely we will run into some conflicting energies. If we are not working with this energy, we could run into some conflicting energies about what we're doing, because we're part of that shift. We're part of that change. And best believe if your energy is on a higher vibrational level like that, other energies can pick up on the fact that that's where you are. You don't have to open your mouth and say anything. Not to cause paranoia. This is just the way energy works. Wow. What do we have for shadow and for the Eight of Wands? Yes, the Eight of Wands and shadow. What do we have here, Spirit? Yeah, something's still keep getting that energy. Something is challenging or difficult here. You're having a hard time identifying what this energy is to get it out of your energy. Or you might be getting it out of your energy and they're finding other ways to attach back in. I don't know. Spirit, what's here with this? Uh-oh. Yeah. So we have player energy coming up. Somebody has someone in their energy that obviously is playing them because they're, you know, they're a swindler. There's that swindler energy and that player energy. This could be a person who utilizes their charm, romance. You know, they're very good. They're very adept at manipulating. This energy has been coming up strong. And it could be, you know, whomever that energy is that came up in the other three cards. That's that leader of that organization. That could be their energy. It could also be that there's someone around collective or energies around collective that are meant to manipulate or ease you into dealing with them, ease you into giving them information, ease you into accepting that they're there to be an ally. And these energies might be connected to the other energies that I spoke about that are really trying to undo everything you do, because they're constantly sending energy to disrupt, to stall out, right? To create and cause delays, holding off, waiting, panic, slowing down, frustration, all of these lower vibrational energies, they're constantly trying to create blockages for you. So it could be that spirit is letting you know here you have somebody in close proximity to your energy that either you are sharing information with or is monitoring your progress and trying to do things to hinder and block. And that's happening for the entire collective, I think, in some form, because even if it's not happening to you as a direct energy attack, it could be that due to the work that you're doing, it's not in sync with basically, you know, the powers that want to keep things a certain way. And so your energy is conflicting that energy. That's that collide, that crash of energies on this timeline convergence. We're having an opportunity to choose a different path. And by we, I mean humanity. And I understand that there's a good portion of humanity that is not awakened to that option, to that choice. But there's enough that are, that it can make a very significant difference. And don't let anybody fool you and tell you any different. Because if it wasn't the case, they wouldn't bother sending energies at people who are doing this work. It wouldn't matter. Whenever someone is constantly poking at, attacking a specific area, you can take that information and understand more about why what you're doing is an issue for them. There's a reason for it. So we get a mosquito bite, we might scratch that area where the mosquito bite is. Why do we do that? We do it because the mosquito bite itches. It's affecting us. If it wasn't affecting us, we wouldn't be scratching it. Do you get what I'm saying? So keep that in mind as we talk about these energies. This is very interesting, what came up in the reading today. So I do have to go because I'm still in the middle of my day and I have some more clients to see. But I think key takeaways from this is that the major transitions that we are seeing cosmically and in our world at this time is an indicator of change. It's also an indicator of change for the collectives and how that energy of the greatest will be least and the least will be greatest. So there's an energy swap here, because that's initially what has happened. That energy that should have been for the collectives was swapped out for, you know, basically the powers that were to continue to hold control of things. That energy is swapping out. We're seeing evidence of that in our timeline as far as people beginning to awaken to their own personal power and then working with those manifestation energies to create different results for themselves. That's how it starts. Even if we're not seeing it earthwide yet, that's how it begins. And so all of this is an indicator of a great shift, a great transformation. And just like I mentioned in that video, speaking about AI's thoughts, Chat GPT's thoughts on this topic, it even said the same thing, that, you know, everything that we're seeing cosmically is an indicator of change for our planet. Even AI knows that. What does that tell you? Who's programming that? Who's putting information in that? More human beings. So it is known that that's happening. And there's parts of that energy that's grateful and happy about it, and there's other parts that's panicked. And that's where you get that collide, that crash of energies there, because they're polarity. But that's not a bad thing, because for collectives, we're utilizing every experience to grow through and to really evolve in our own purpose, our own energies. And this will be utilized to help many because of that. So please keep that in mind, that when you're going through things, it's an opportunity for you to shift, grow, and evolve, which is exactly what those of you who resonate with this message are focused on, no matter how difficult it gets. But please know that it is a time period. It's not forever. And there's indicators of that in the card pull today. So I'm definitely sending supportive energy out to all of my beautiful collective families, wherever